Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just love that music. I don't know why I like it so much, but you guys should actually see what I do well, no, you wouldn't want to see what I do when I'm like dun 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 dun, and I just get excited about it. Hello, Sarah May from the UK. Who could it be? Who's the mystery guest? Well, you guys are going to have to wait for a couple more minutes. All right. Hello, Michaela. Good to see you. Thank you for being on air. Katrina May, how are you? We're going to do messages randomly, guys. So just so you know, okay? Teresa Spellman, good to see you. Lori, hi, Lori on YouTube. Melinda, good evening. Good to see you. Jenny Chafer, hello there. Where have you been? On vacationing all over the world, been around the world, and I can't find my baby. Okay, I don't know why I'm singing. Okay, I have no idea. It's that music. It's that music to the gosh darn countdown. Hello, Becky. Good to see you, Becky. Becky, you and I need to chat, my friend. I want to hear all about your new job. Martin, good evening. I'm glad you like the music too. I'm glad. All the way from Ireland. Thank you. Good evening. Nice haircut. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And let's see. Lori, she's waiting. Who can it be now? Okay. Yes. Did I have a little sugar before I got on? I sure did. So here we go. Robin, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Gabriela Tikanis, Posisa. I just said hello. How are you? And Greek. Katrina, yay, Katrina. Beth Rogers, my friend, I miss you. I need to hear your voice. How are you in the new house? Well, I'm okay. And thanks, guys, for being on here on a Saturday. Some of you know, some of you don't know. I did a little tour downtown historic Camas, 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 Camas. And I fell yesterday. I brought these little rug things for Willow because she's a tripod, and I don't want her to hop down the stairs on wood stairs and slip and fall. So I put them down. They're low tack. I put them close to the edge of the step, and they're fine. They're a little like, I don't know, polyester-y kind of feeling. I was barefoot yesterday coming down the stairs, and I slipped. Like the rug didn't move. The rug was solid and stayed, but I slipped on the rug. I'm going to do it with this arm, not with this one because it hurts. And I grabbed onto the railing like this, and I started to like completely slide down, landed on my back, and my deltoid is really hurting, and so is the extensor muscles here. That's hurting, and I have styrofoam on me. Okay, that's from. I'm gonna build a bookcase, you guys. If you don't know me, that's kind of funny. That's really kind of funny. All right, of course, I'm stalling until we get a little past 5 minutes past the hour so I can tell you who the guest is. It's exciting. Melissa Kim Corder, so good to see you. Thank you for being here, my friend. So good to see you. I wish home for 2 months recovering from total knee replacement, but flying again soon. Up and away in that. Okay, never mind. I won't sing anymore. You are energized. I am energized because I'm so excited to have our mystery guest on. Mystery guest. That is a mystery guest for you, not for me because I already know, but for all of you. Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I am okay. Thank you, Lori. Hello, Dina. Good to see you. Parastika, thank you. That means well wishes in Greek. Lindsay, and let me tell you, Gabriella, you're lucky that I know what that is because my Greek reading is horrible. It is horrible. I like when people do it phonetically, write it out phonetically, then I can know, but I knew what that meant. So here we go. Lindsay, good to see you. Barb, good to see you, Barb. So good. Again, I'm so glad to be on today. I mean, normally we're on Saturdays. Are you guys liking Fridays? I should ask you. Are you guys liking the Friday nights? Hello, Mallory. Good to see you. Janelle, aloha. Aloha right back. Nicole, Bonsoir. Bonsoir. You and power tools? Yeah, no power tools. No. But it is fun to think about that. Michelle, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. All right, guys. I'm so glad everybody is here. I'm so glad everybody is here. I'm just checking to see. We're on Psychic Squares 2021. And thank you for being on here. We're on our business page, of course, and we've got some viewers on YouTube. Excellent. Excellent. Heather, my goodness. So good to see you. Yes, today is Sunday morning for me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so Leslie, good to see you. I'm glad you like Fridays. Yeah. And again, I apologize for yesterday. I was just not doing well yesterday. I had one client yesterday. That was it. I was committed to the one client and I'm like, that's all. I didn't have it in me. And I just did a little bit of this and that. And it was okay. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? I am excited. I'm excited. You have seen this person before. So can anybody guess from all the people that I've had on here? All the people that I've on here. We've had, let's see if we can name them. We've had Elizabeth Wild. We've had Dan on here. Dan Geist. We've had my friend Christina on here. We've had my friend Christine Tom on here, the editor. We've had Lisa on here. We've had Pasquale. We've had, oh my God, we've had so many people on here. I'm so blessed to know so many great people. Lisa Williams. I wish Lisa Williams would come on here. Yeah. I'm going to ask Sunny Dawn Johnston to come back on here. My mystery guest knows who that is. So that might be a clue for y'all. But that would be fun. I had Sunny on here before. I've had Liz Dawn from Celebrate Your Life on here before. And I know you love Dan. Yes. Oh my God. If John Holland came on here, I would be so ecstatic. I'm going to ask him because Laura Wooster obviously works with John. I wonder if he would do it. All I could say would be no, but that's fine. Karen, good to see you. Okay. All right, guys. I know Sunny is great. I love Sunny. She has really helped me with my career and really helped me business coaching. Just an amazing woman. Amazing woman. If it wasn't for Liz and Sunny, I don't know what I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So, and thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me that you follow and that you're all invested in this. So thank you. All right. You had some great guesses. I'm going to give you one more minute to guess. Who do you think it is? Hi, Sharon. Oh, thank you, Leslie. So are you. Who do you guys think? I'm also a little Meshuggah now, Leslie. So I think you know that too. Okay. Who do you think? Anybody? Guess, guess, guess. Drum roll, please. Okay. I know. It's like Sue Fuller. Good guess. Good guess. Kevin Paul. Another good guess. Another good guess. But it is dun da da da. It's Lee Michael. Woo!
Hello.
How are you? I thought I'd just build that up and just, it's always great to have you here, my friend.
It's always super good to be here.
Super great. So how have you been? Let's see how everyone is tell people what's going on with you.
I have been really good. I want to say too, I think Nicole actually guessed it right in the comments. She said,
oh, did she? Let's see. Oh, she did.
She did. I know.
Oh, very cool. Good. Very good, Nicole.
Yeah.
Very good. You must be psychic, Nicole. Okay. So everyone is saying, hi, Lee, with exclamation points. So good to see you. Welcome. Hello, Lee. Hello. Yay. Hi there, Lee. What a wonderful guest. Hi, Lee. Look at she is psychic. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Lee. See, everybody loves you, Lee. Yeah. They just love your energy and you're just a good heart. And I love connecting to people that are authentic in what they do,
Yeah.
and you have integrity in your work. And I was able to watch one of your lives, and I always like to try to do my best, but I know that you're on a live, I'm on a live, and it's like,
Yeah.
and then we've got clients. So please
Yeah.
know I support you in all you do, and I talk about you. So
Oh, well,
in a good way, I talk about you. So
in a good way. Yeah.
in a good way. Anything new that's coming up for you? Any classes coming up, or anything that you're doing that's different?
So I actually just finished a class like 2 days ago, I think it was, and I was doing it was called Navigating Your Empathic Nature. So it was really geared towards like hypersensitive people and empaths. It was open to anyone, but I had a lot of fun with it. I really love teaching that kind of stuff, and I want to bring more of that around into what I do and integrate more of that, where maybe some other things around teaching empaths or hypersensitive people or highly intuitive people how to kind of navigate that nature, because I think that's so important. And I was sitting down in so many readings, that's what was happening, and Spirit kept saying like, you need to tell them that they're extremely sensitive because they might not know. And that's how it kind of worked. I'd be like, do you know that you're super intuitive and super, some people have a little of a bit of an idea, but then came all the questions understandably about well, what do I do with this, how do I
Right.
kind of navigate. So finally I was just like, let me do a class about this. And it feels really good. I get very energized when I talk about it. I get all happy, and I like it. I like it so much.
And teaching is so much fun. I think
Yeah.
teaching is one of my favorite things, because I get to see people get that aha moment. I remember my aha moments, and they're just amazing. They're just
Yeah.
amazing. And the clarity and the, oh my God, and the way that you make the wheels turn and click and put the pieces together. That part is so much fun. And that's why I love teaching when I was a massage instructor. I love, facilitating retreats and workshops, and, doing the online classes thanks to COVID. It
Yeah.
was, it just really, it stretched me. I don't know. Have you ever felt stretched? Have you
Yeah.
ever felt like, oh my God, like, where is this? Like, you finished one chapter and now you're on to the next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of there now, to be honest. So it's funny you bring that
You
up.
and I both.
Yeah.
This move, you guys, everything that, and we're telling these stories, guys, so you can relate to them. Lee's pretty vulnerable and open, as am I. Y'all know my stuff. And I think it's important to share these stories. It's important so other people know that not to get frustrated, not to get stuck in the, and I've done it. I've done it last week. The why. Why is this happening to me? Why did everything with the move go? It's going to be, here we go. Get ready. Plug for the book. It's going to be in my book, changing the FU into thank you, flipping the script and seeing the gift. Why did this happen? I could have been a huge FU to the universe for the pods not fitting all my stuff and having to get another one and spending more money, and then not finding the right townhouse and spending more money for the Airbnb, instead of being grateful and saying thank you for having the dogs be healthy, thank you for having the car, knock on wood, the car be good, traveling 2,000 miles on my own. And again, a big shout out to my friends that have helped. Priscilla was helping, all the admins were helping. Priscilla, Robin, Lindsay, everybody was so helpful with the business stuff. And then Sarah May went ahead and the day before I would go to the next journey, she would list all the rest areas, all the food, and the if there was like here's 2 hour time, here's 3 hour time, gave me some, and it was great. And then she even joined me on a live. Well, her and I on a live. I'm like, I really have to go to the bathroom. And she goes, okay, flip the camera. I'll watch the dogs, because it was 106 degrees in Boise, Idaho. And what was I going to do? Roll down the windows with the dogs and let all that heat in? I wanted them to stay cool. So she's like, I'm just going to snapshot. If anybody runs in the car and grabs the car, I'll just snapshot them. And she would say that she was with the British intelligence. So it was, and thank you again, Charmaine. Thank you so much. Look at what Janelle says.
I saw that. Thank you, Janelle. That is a wonderful comment. I so appreciate that.
And this is the stuff, and Willow agrees. This is the stuff that you need to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we are having, because guys, we all have those bad days. We all have, there are days where I'm like, I don't think I have any more juice in me. And I'm like, hello, testing. Is this working? Oh yeah, tap, tap, hello. You know, and I feel like that happens because I'm sure you tell your clients this. I do the same thing. I don't have all the answers. I don't claim to have all the answers. We are spirit in a human form having a human experience. We're going to get it wrong. We're going to overthink. We're going to beat ourselves up. We're going to do these things. We all do it. So we have moved so much, and there's always so many unexpected things that happen. Somehow it always works out. And to think there's possibly another move for us. I hear you, Mallory. Wow. Wow. Yes. Oh my God. I know. Crazy, crazy. So what would you say for you to help everyone here? How can they listen to spirit a little bit more?
Oh, that is a good question. I would say I always recommend people start listening to their own intuition, because it is something that we all have. We come with that, so, and how do you do it? Because I get a lot of questions too about, what is my intuition versus like my analytical mind, or, anything else. So the simple rule that I really typically follow for that, and that I share with others, is just that your intuition is always going to be the thing that is encouraging you, that feels inspirational, that feels like, when you have that thought or that feeling, and it's this response of like, yeah, I'd really like to do that. Or, it's never going to be the thoughts that are discouraging, or that, are kind of like, who are you to do that, or anything like that. That is typically coming from, well, I won't even say typically, it is coming from the mind. Whereas your intuition, it's going to be those things that feel really encouraging to you, that feel make you feel supported, that make you feel inspired, that make you feel uplifted, because it's coming from your soul, and your soul has the whole picture of what's going on. Some people might call it the higher self or whatever it is, but there's that connection there. So it has the whole entire picture of what paths are going to lead you to your highest and greatest good. And while they might not make logical sense, because I tell people that too, sometimes the intuitive messages, we try to understand them sometimes in a logical way. That's not always the case. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it makes sense to our analytical mind, but it's the intuition trying to say, you know what, here's your first message. Here's the first stepping stone. Once you kind of act on that, or once you follow that, the rest will kind of unfold. And that's typically how I find it to work. But again, the mind can really, it's like that analogy of like, instead of just seeing the trees out in front of you, that would be the mind's kind of perspective. It can see the trees, whereas your soul, your intuition can see the whole forest. It can see what paths and everything are going to be aligned for you. So I tell people to start there, because it's so important, to look in ourselves for that.
I agree. Hang on one second. What are you doing here? Harry, come here. Good boy. I don't know what you got into, but there we go. Okay. They are fun. The dogs are fun because they always know when we talk about intuition. They just are. Can you sip these? Thank you. They're always so in tuned to us. Our animals are so in tuned. And I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I think, like you said, it's coming from our soul. When we overthink, that's ego. That is ego in our brain, and the fear trying to talk us out. If we're overthinking about it, that's not our intuition. Our heart, everybody, our heart whispers. And here's another plug. If you're going to join the Intuitive Mindset group, we're going to talk about how our mind whispers and our brain. We have our mindset and our heart whispers, two different things. So we're going to talk about that in that 12-week class. Robin, did you cleanse a new house? No. Have not cleansed a new house because I'm still unpacking and I'm still looking for this stuff. So when you have friends that help you pack, I'm like, I don't know where half of this stuff is. Most of the boxes are labeled. There are a couple that weren't. It's almost like, the holidays. I'm like, what's in here? What's in this box?
Yeah.
And I know some of you are like, you're psychic. You should know what's in that box. And I love when people are like, ding dong, the bell rings. Who is it? I don't know. You're psychic. Shouldn't you know?
Yeah. Doesn't work that way necessarily.
Yeah, no. Hi, Steve. Good to see you. Thanks for being on here. Long time no see, my friend. So when we talk about getting messages, what is I know that you get them in all different ways, but what's your favorite way of receiving messages?
Oh, like for myself or for other people?
For you, for
yourself.
Me. Yeah.
It's funny. I was just thinking about this earlier. I really like when and it's funny because I just had this conversation with myself where I do like when it comes from the external. Like I get a lot of numbers and things like that. I see a lot of license plates that, I don't know what it is about the license plates, but that actually happened earlier today. License plates, numbers, actually, like repeating numbers. Sometimes it will be names and things like that. But I like when it comes through that way because I think it just reminds that human part of like the magic that kind of goes on. And I don't necessarily need the messages to come in an external form because I do receive them, on an internal, like I can always check into that, as well. But the external validation in that way is really cool. So I like, those kind of things. And a lot of times too, I just kind of let spirit take the reins with it where, I'm not trying to put conditions on it because half of the time, or I'll say most of the time, actually, the sign or the validation that comes is going to be so much cooler, than our actual analytical mind can even think of at the time. It comes in this really interesting way that we kind of look back and we're like, I never would have thought of that. And that's like the magic of it. It's so cool. I love it. So yeah.
Lori says that's it. Repeat numbers all the time. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Priscilla, for posting the information about that. Hello, Misty. Good to see you. Thank you, Janelle. And I am going to say this. I'm going to find it here. Let me do something real quick. Oops, I can hear my echo. Can you hear me now? Are you okay? Testing 1, 2. Is that still? Okay. Okay, we're good. Are you hearing back noise of me or no?
Am I?
Yeah. No.
No, I haven't heard an echo at all, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Here's another question for you.
Sure.
Spirit guides, angels, and deceased loved ones. Do you get all of them? What do you get?
I do get all of them. What is interesting lately is that it seems like I get the spirit guides and what I would, angels, or I tend to call them angelic energies. Same thing. I tend to get them a little more. The deceased loved ones still do come in, and I can connect on that level as well, and I've done that for years as well. But I do get all of them. It wasn't actually until probably the last 2 years, I think, that the spirit guides and the angels really started to come in. Especially, I noticed, especially when 2020 started happening and everything, it was like this mass of these energies that kind of started coming into readings. And I'm like, what is going on? This is interesting. So I do, and I really enjoy working with those. I enjoy working with all of them, but I do really enjoy working with the spirit guide and the angelic energies. It's just a bit of a different perspective in some ways on certain things, like very different to some of our human perspective, and it just always feels like so much love, and I get to see loved ones the same way. It's
Yeah.
about love and all of that, but just a bit of a different vibration, I guess. So yeah.
Last week, what I did, because I wanted to do something different. So Sunny explains, many of you know Sunny Dawn Johnston, and I always slow down her last name because so many people think it's Johnson. So I always say Sunny Dawn Johnston and make sure that T's in there. So with Sunny, she has explained that angels don't really have names, it's energy. But for me, ever since I started, I always heard names because I know some people like names and they're wanting that name. So what I did was, and I've given people names, like Archangel Patricia is or Angel Patricia is helping you with patience. It's always the name and the adverb that goes with it. So I did this. I had all these names, and then I had all the what went with it. And I did it before I went on. So I had 25 of these. We had about 30 some people that came on, and I just went down the road and I'm like, Archangel Trisha is for trust, Christina for, and I gave each person one. It was really cool. And that's the part of trusting the intuition. That is really the part of saying, well, I've never done this before. Is it wrong? No one's done it like that. Is it this? The moment I get into that, that's the part where I'm like, no. So like you, I get the angels, I get spirit guides, I get loved ones as well. And it's a little harder for me because I like to, it's like, show me. I think, can you show me again just to make sure? And just to make sure, everyone upstairs, just really so I'm not pulling this out of my butt, can you please just double, triple check for me? Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. I do the same thing, to be honest.
Good.
Yeah, I do. Good. So totally understand. Yeah.
And isn't it just nice to know, guys, that we all do the same thing that you guys do? We all are students and teachers. We all do it. We all learn.
Yeah.
We all learn. All right, let's give a couple readings. What do you think?
Yeah, can just one second. There's a question in here I just happened to notice that I thought was a good one, if I can answer it. I don't know. So it's just Facebook user, I think.
This one here?
Yeah. So it's just, does everyone have just one spirit guide throughout their life, or do we have more than one? Is there a different spirit guide? Okay, yeah. So I don't know what your take on this is, Elias. I would be interested to hear, actually. But for me, the message that I've gotten from spirit was that we do have one spirit guide that comes in with us when we're born and goes out with us when we physically pass. And then the rest, I've been told, are interchangeable throughout our lives. Because I heard someone use this analogy once too, but something to the effect of you can't have a kindergartner teacher teaching college level math, so as we continue to grow and evolve, we need different energies that can kind of teach us different things that step in. But there is that one that stays with us throughout our whole experience. So yeah.
And that was from Megan. Hi, Megan.
Oh, okay, cool. Hello.
I would agree with you as well. I know that we have one that's always with us.
Yeah.
But we have accumulation of people.
Yeah.
And they come in, and guys, here's the interesting thing. Guides are, and I'd like to hear about your take on this. Guides also can be from past lives. They are, oh, I have an Indian chief. Well, you and the Indian chief probably were in the sweat lodge together.
Yeah.
So, I think it's really, really important to know that. Just like, guys, here comes another plug. Just like tomorrow, when I'm going to be doing the Animal Spirit Guide workshop, that's available. If you're not an Inner Collective member, it's $20. We'll give you the Zoom link. Email me at elias@eliaspatras.com. If you already have, I will send you the Zoom link tonight. That's 8:30 Pacific time, 11:30, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11:30 Eastern. And that's the Animal Spirit Guide. So that's very exciting for tomorrow. But we, in the Animal Spirit Guide world, we have 3 major ones. One that sits in front of us, one to our right, one to our left. This is what I was told. And then they come along. God, I don't know why. This must be because of you, I think. Because maybe of what? Because I just said they come along, and in my head, come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway. Okay. So
I love it. I love it.
don't know why. I don't know why. But so they come along with us for the ride, and then others mention, like, when I had that infestation of ants teaching me patience.
Yeah.
Damn things. But it's great. Michelle has a question here. I've been told that in all my past lives I was male, and this is my first life as female. Fascinating. That's something to think about. Elise. Hi, Elise. I would love a message from my brother Bill. He passed 7 years ago, if guided. Thank you, Elise. And this is what we were told, and I think Lee agrees with me. If not, just let me know, Lee. I don't want to speak out of turn.
Sure.
But it's not always guaranteed that those people are going to come through. We'd love to connect to that one, but we're not really in charge of who comes in. And guys, once again, we're just doing this randomly. So if we pick you, great. If not, I close my eyes, I spin the wheel basically, and then land. Oh, good. Okay, gotcha, Megan. Awesome. Please give that sweet little Evie a hug for me if she's watching. Hi, Evie. She's got the cutest daughter. So sweet. So sweet.
I love that.
Okay, and let's go. Let's see. I want to make sure. Robin says, every time I listen to you, deceased loved ones come through. Deceased loved ones come through strong. Feeling. Oh, yeah. Every time I listen to you, deceased loved ones come through. Strong feeling my daughter. Come through your daughter. Okay, I got it. She has several repeat customers. I don't sense them at all, but I'm able to validate them for her. Amazing. I love that. I think that's awesome. Hi, Terry. Didn't get to say hello to you, cute cat. So sweet. Okay, and let's see. Okay, I just want to make sure that I got everybody before we spin the wheel. It has been too long, Jenny. For a brief moment, I thought you were wearing a tiara in that picture, but I realize now that it's writing. Okay, good. See?
Yeah.
My older sister told me that when I was little, I would say when I was a boy, and proceeded with some sort of story that I shouldn't have known. Okay, here's the thing. I can't believe I'm going to do this on the live. I don't think I ever discussed this with you. I can't believe I'm going to do this with the live, but come through strong to my. Got it. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. And Tara. Wait. What happened? Oh, hi, Tara. And can the winner have a reading? Well, there's no winner. It's just we're just doing random. So that's all it is. It's just random, like pick and choose. You'll get a quick little thing for us. So here's what I was going to say. Strap your fast seatbelts, people, because this is like earth-shattering. Okay. How many of you know a gay or lesbian person? Okay. Just think of that. Now, clients that I've seen and personal experience, I believe that. Okay, I'm just going to talk about myself, guys. I'm just going to talk about me, whatever. Okay, I don't really care. Open and authentic. I don't really give a poop. So the last 8 times I have been female. The last 8 times. Oh, it doesn't work that well. Let me do that. There's the Greek eyebrow. There we
Yeah,
go.
there it is.
Okay, so the last 8 times I've been female. So now I come into a male body, having these 8 lifetimes of female feelings. My emotional connection, sexual, physical, all that stuff, is going to be triggered by a male. I think that when someone is gay or a lesbian, they have been that sex several times before, and now they come into this body and they're like, oh, why am I attracted to you?
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I wanted a family. I wanted kids. I was so lucky for my first ex of 12 years, helped raise 2 kids. And for me, it was, I didn't want to choose this lifestyle. That would not be what I wanted to do. I was not stereotypically gay. We'll leave it at that. I didn't go partying. I didn't do all that stuff that you would see. Many of you know that I am trying to be I'm attempting to be an advocate to empower gay men so they can stop bullying their own kind. Stop being the mean sorority girls. Because that's what I think they've been the past 8 lives. They've been sorority sisters for how long? And then they came into a male body and they still have that sorority bitchiness.
Yeah.
So, guys, think about it. It's fascinating. If there was somebody that was a male 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times and then come into a female body, or people that are bisexual, it's been male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female. And then they come in and like, oh, right.
Yeah.
And I think that, anyway, and maybe not just the first time one is male. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So again, it's just my theory. It's just my theory. I don't think anybody has, when I make it big, I'm going to write a book about it. I don't know why, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on that?
I agree with you. I do think that a large part of the time, I mean, there's maybe other scenarios for the soul's growth and evolution
Sure.
where, that it happens another way. But I do agree with that. And I don't think I've ever shared this live before, but something about what you're saying is bringing it out of me. But I remember being a very young boy, obviously male, envisioning myself as female, like just almost like it was just very natural for me to kind of be in this idea of being in a female body. It was just, and I actually wanted to be a female. It almost didn't make sense to me. I don't obviously anymore in my adult life, but at the time, it really felt to me like, I should be female. And I have always connected that with, I don't really know much about my past lives or anything like that, but always connected it to, I must have been female in like my last past life or something like that, or maybe a few before, I don't know. Because it seemed very much to me like I was like, well, yeah, I'm a girl, except for, physically I'm not, but I am, so very interesting.
It is, isn't it? Like my dream, I can't believe we're being so open with this, but I'm just going to be very vulnerable and tell you guys, I've never said this to anybody either.
I love it.
But in my dreams, I actually, sometimes when I need to be strong, get this, guys, when I need to be strong, I'm always a female character in my dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why I like Wonder Woman. Just saying. So it's exactly, Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. Good to see you, my friend. Food for thought. Misty Hall. Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that, Misty, and I like the new picture. I'm going to do a past life class coming up in October. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And it's going to be a 3-part series, which I've never done, a 3-part in October. So, which October is crazy. I don't know why I picked October. I've got so much going on, but here we are in October. Okay. So let's, I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to look away. I'm going to take the mouse and go this way and take the mouse and go that way. And I'm going to stop right there. Okay. Hi, Elise. We're not going to necessarily do mediumship unless it comes in. Okay. So I can't guarantee, because mediumship does take, guys, a little bit longer energy. Wouldn't you agree?
I do, yeah.
So it has I'm smirking because one of my friends, because I have my phone on, one of my friend just is watching, and he just sent me a picture of Wonder Woman. Know that I am smirking because I think you're funny. Think you're really funny. Super funny. Smarty pants. So Elise, let me see. And first of all, I'm so sorry to hear about your brother's passing.
Yeah.
I know that is it's difficult. It's been 20 years for my dad and 21 years for my mom. It still can get challenging at times. I don't know, at least when I look at your picture, I love the smile, and I hear lightness about you. I hear there's a lightness. I hear that I don't know, and again, I'm picking this up psychically, not mediumship. Mediumship. Yeah,
that one.
That one. So, oh God. But I see, if I walk into your bedroom and I'm at the foot of your bed, I see you on the left side of the bed. I'm facing the foot of the bed. So I'm seeing you on the left side of the bed. I feel like your brother comes and visits you while sleeping, because my hand is really warm. It's only one hand that's really warm. So that always is my sign or symbol that he is visiting you. That or and that you were with him when he passed and you were holding his hand. I'm not really sure which it is. And again, I don't claim to have all the answers, only God and Oprah. So that is what I am sensing. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. And yes, I will let you know. It's great to have these conversations. Imagine if there were people having these conversations when you were growing up. I think it's so important for kids to have representation. Yes, true. Vicky says, are all of our hearts the same color? Red, love is love. Got it. How can we contact Lee? You can contact Lee by www.facebook.com/Lee the Medium /. So
Thanks,
there
Priscilla.
You go. Thank you, Priscilla. Are you working on a website?
I am. I think I came on here the last time and I was like, it's in progress, but I'm such a perfectionist that like I've hit some road bumps with it, but I keep getting the urge from spirit, like, just get it out there. You'll be fine. Like, so I am, and hopefully very soon I am hoping to have it out. Yeah.
Awesome. Good. Elise says, yes, I was with him holding his hand.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Elise. And, I think the feeling that, because my hand is still hot, and you guys, I wish this was like you could sense it, or, we could have like the smellorama. But it's very interesting. I am smelling lilacs, and my hand is really hot. So I just think he is, in a sense, thanking you for being there, and really making him not feel alone. So I hope that helps, Elise. I would love a reading if you're guide to me, but sometimes I question if these guides protect our hearts. Here's what it is. The way that I see it, I love your intake on this. Anything you want to add to that? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you.
To Elise?
Yeah.
I keep getting more like, so I don't know if this makes sense, Elise, but do you work with your angels a lot or something like that? Because when I'm tuning into you, I just see like this massive like angels kind of surrounding you. I will say too, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if this is for Elise, but if it does make sense, Elise, let me know. But there is someone here that's a male that's telling me something along the lines of like they were an ex-romantic partner or something like that. So I don't know if Elise has lost anything like that, or any person, I'm sorry, like that, like an ex or someone that she was involved with romantically. But what I do 100% keep saying that I know is yours, Elise, is this, like, it just feels like angels all around you, and they're telling me that you talk to them a lot. So I just I just wanted to note that like they're with you, and someone's even saying like she knows that we're with her. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know.
And she said yes.
She says yes. Cool. All right.
Good. Your energy is so light, Lee. I just love you having you on here. Okay, even though I can't talk right now, but I love having you on here.
I love being here.
Let's see. Misty, you have. I have. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So Gina, to answer this, sometimes this is what I was going to say. The way that I see it is they're all in an auditorium, and there's a microphone, and they all go upstage to get the microphone. Now, it's not a race, but sometimes messages have to be heard for those people. I don't feel like they're protecting the heart. I think they're supporting the heart, not protecting it. They're supporting the heart. And that's the important piece, to know that they're all there. Sometimes somebody needs a message a little bit more. Like, I closed my eyes. You guys saw me. And I rolled. And it was Elise, because, out of everybody, she needed to hear something. So there you go. I mean, whatever that is. And just so you know, to promote both of us, if you guys want individual readings, please contact us. Yeah. So thank you. My husband, and he is gone 8 years, is also my brother's best friend too.
Yeah. So I'll just say, Elise, just know he stepped forward as well pretty immediately for me, just to let you know he was here.
Right. And here's something I want to just, these questions like these, like, I have a Social Security case in process. Will it go in my favor? We, at least the way that I see it, I'll speak for me, Lee. I'll speak for me. Yeah. I don't claim that I am a fortune teller. I'm not a fortune teller. It is depending on what is for your best and highest good. Can we say that this might happen? Sure. But the point of that is, do you want it to happen? And what's the lesson in this? And is it for your highest good? Like, it's almost like when people say, am I going to get married? Well, the question is, well, clearly you want to get married if you're asking me, but what is blocking me from getting married? That's the question that I enjoy. Not that I don't enjoy these questions, but it's like, I think our field, the psychics of old, were always that yes and no question thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, and guys, please know, I mean, no disrespect, but there was one Sylvia Browne episode where she was on Montel, and the woman's crying, and she's like going on, and I guess Sylvia was like, she had it. And she's like, but I think my father's missing, and she was crying. She's like, I'm sorry, he's dead. Next question. I mean, she just said it just like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, and I don't know, it's.
That's.
Yeah. It's not those yes or no, guys. There's always a lesson in all of it. Yeah. And it's for our soul to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Elise says, thank you, Lee. Tears.
Oh, you're welcome.
This is unrelated. I love unrelated stories. Yeah. But I never realized how often I glance at the picture of your mom and dad until it's not there. Aw, thanks, Terry. Thank you. So the bookcase will go right. Oh, wrong finger. We'll go right there. Okay. I was gonna put it over here. Let me just show you. I was gonna put it where Harry's at. Let me get. There we go. I was gonna put it where Harry's at. See where Harry is? Look at that cool painting. I was gonna put it where Harry's at, but there's a heating vent on the floor. I can't block that heating vent. So it's gonna go, there's the kitchen, still needs some work. It's gonna go right behind my head. So you will actually still see my mom and dad's picture if I move like this, like that. There you go. Ta-da, it'll be over there. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Terry. I miss looking at my mom and dad too. And I can't wait to get the place taken care of. Thank you for my link tree. Thank you for Lee's things. I used to follow her religiously. Oh, Becky, you mean Sylvia Brown? Yeah. Okay. Silly Goose Network. I bet you two could finish a big bag of chips together while watching Hallmark Channel. We could. I
I
bet you
think
could.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. And probably chocolate chip cookies and a cupcake as well. Sylvia Brown's nails used to freak me out. I get it. Yeah, totally. Yes, I missed that picture as well. Holding the vision. Thank you. Okay. Let's do another one. Ready?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Scrolling all the way up and scrolling down and stopping. Okay. Misty. Hi, Misty. How are you, Misty? Okay. You must be getting something if you're writing. Do you want to go ahead?
I think I might be getting something.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Misty was speaking to that she has lost like an ex-romantic partner, correct? Like I believe that's what that. Can I just ask Misty, because one of the first things that came into my head was like kind of sudden. So I don't know if there was like a sudden, almost unexpected nature to this, where it feels a little different maybe than Elise's energy. So I just I want to throw that out there and see if I'm aligned right now with Misty's energies. But that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to tune in as much as I can.
Misty's a client of mine, so I'll let you take this one.
Oh, all right. Oh God. Okay. No pressure. All right. All right, so if I, just for time's sake and everything too, obviously in an individual reading, I'd try to get more validation, more details. But the first thing that I was talking about was just kind of very sudden. And when I ask him about the message, it really does just feel like a message like I'm still here and I am okay. It's kind of like he has this kind of funniness to him and almost a bit of a sarcastic way. But it's kind of just this feeling of he's like, almost like if I were to put it into words, I made it to the other side, like I'm okay. I don't know if he really believed in some of this stuff as well. Is kind of the fit. Maybe he was a little on the. So let me know if I'm correct with this, Misty. But maybe a little on the fence about maybe what he believed when we pass away or something. Because he's kind of giving me this feeling of like it's almost a little surprising to him in some way, like that now he's a soul connecting through a medium. So he was on the fence with it. Okay. Yeah, because he's kind of giving me that sense of like, almost like, isn't this neat? That I can kind of come through this way. So he's just he's letting me know that he is still with you in a lot of senses, and he knows that the death kind of took you by surprise in that sense. I don't know what it's for, and he might not get into it on the live, but tell me if it makes sense, because I do feel like he's offering like an apology for something. I don't know. And again, I kind of get the sense that he doesn't maybe want to go into full detail because we're on a live, and I'll respect that on his end. But there is a bit of like a sorry, because I just heard sorry. So yeah. So hopefully that makes sense, Misty. Yeah.
You're good, Lee. Wow.
Oh, thanks. She said for the way he let. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, honestly, Misty. But I didn't know. I wanted to respect everyone's privacy with it. So.
Yes, validation of alignment with a person's energy is so helpful for me. Sometimes online, there's so many people that validation clicks in the connection. Yep, agreed. This time goes by so quickly.
Yeah.
Guys, remember back in the early COVID days when we used to be on for 2 hours? And then it was crazy. We're like, yeah. I know you've been waiting. Much love for you, my friend. That's great. Yeah. And Missy, it's everything we talked about, my dear. Remember that session way back when. So good. And good job. Thank you very much. I really need to connect with him.
You're welcome.
Yep. Hi, Dorothy Baxter. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. let me just think if there's anything to say. Oh yeah, a couple things. There may be a surprise live tomorrow, guys.
Oh.
Just be aware. Just be aware. Sometime tomorrow. So tomorrow, what I got going on is 8 o'clock in the morning. These are all Pacific times. 8 o'clock in the morning, which is 11 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm doing guided meditation. 8:30 is the animal spirit workshop. If you guys want to do that, if you're not part of the Inner Collective, it's $20, and we'll give you the Zoom link. And what else do I got going on? And the big thing, guys, is the it is the intuitive mindset group. We had a free little mini workshop explaining it, and the way that I wanted to say it was, it's 12 weeks, and the workshop helps to get rid of the static noise that happens in our life, so we can connect to. I'm reading this, guys, because this is my notes. So we can connect to clarity and listen to our own intuition. Each week we'll have a lesson focusing on the self-talk that we tell, feel, hear to ourselves. Now think about that. That we tell ourselves, feel, and hear to ourselves. Isn't that interesting? That it's what we. So it's dealing with the clairs, knowingly or unknowingly, and ways to clear that so we can dive into our natural inner voice. We'll meet via Zoom, but also have a private Facebook group that will support one another, learn from one another, and help keep us accountable in our growth. During the Zoom, I will present a lesson, then take time out to coach each person, meaning like, what is the negative self-talk, or what is stopping you from closing up that crown chakra, letting only like little driblets come in. And then you'll get homework. The class is about 90 minutes long. Y'all know that I go over. And we'll meet on Thursdays, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll record the session, so if you have to miss the recording is available to you. Any questions, just let me know. And I'm doing this like on a note because sometimes I forget to say what I need to do. And thank you, Priscilla, for typing it out. Any ideas for the next class you'll offer, Lee?
That is a wonderful question. I do have some. I have done a developing your intuition type thing in the past. And actually earlier today, I was thinking about not offering the same thing, but kind of expanding on it a little bit more. So probably something in that realm. I also, like I said in the beginning, really, really love and am just so drawn to helping, very sensitive people or empaths or whatever it is you identify with, kind of navigating that nature. And I absolutely want to do something more with that soon.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
That is awesome. I have to go back. Jess says, I can feel it. So incredible to watch you guys receive your information and share it. You both provide hope, peace, and so many. Thanks, Megan. Misty's in tears. Ellie says, thank you from her brother and husband. Gabriella, you're welcome. Wow. I got tears when Lee said he was sorry to Misty. I love this. Oh, you're welcome, Jesse. You're welcome. Let's see. There was one that, where is it? And I missed it. Oh, here's my mom had a session with Sylvia Brown. She drew her a photo of how I'd get pregnant, the position. That's crazy. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Okay. Kathy, thank you both. Lee, you're amazing. Elias, of course, you too. You're welcome. Priscilla says, thank you. I remember being told many times as a kid, don't be so sensitive. And I think, Lee, that is a great class. It's truly a great class. I love the ideally helping sensitive people. Yep. So true. So true.
And I'm sorry. No, I will just say real fast to Rose. I heard that as a kid too, growing up. And now I know that if I wasn't so sensitive, I wouldn't be sitting here doing what I'm doing. So it's a superpower. It's a gift, and I want to activate that in people and allow them to empower themselves to realize that, so thank you. Yeah. Thank you for that comment.
Megan says, so many times I felt the emotions come through when you share your messages, and it really is something special to be part of. Thank you, Megan. Thanks so much. So guys, thank you again for letting me recoup a little bit yesterday after slipping on a rug and sliding downstairs. That was so much fun. I'm going to go continue to ice this. And tomorrow, Sunday morning, meditation, 8:30 class. And then there'll be a surprise tomorrow. And I'm super excited. My granddaughter is so very sensitive. Thank you to both. This has been a great evening. I have no idea how to help her. Awesome. Well, this is a great class. Teresa, you're welcome. Any thoughts on how to help her real quick?
Yeah, I mean, real fast, I think the number one thing you can do for her is just let her know that it's okay to be sensitive. And if she is an empath or something of that nature, to kind of help her in some way identify, if she's absorbing everyone else's emotions. But I would say the number one thing is to just let her know that it is very okay to be very sensitive and that it really is a gift. Yeah.
And guys, once again, Priscilla, I don't know if you're still on. If you, I just saw Ginny, there's no amusement parks in your home, roller coasters. You're funny. You're funny. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is there, Priscilla, can you put up Lee's Facebook again? So guys, remember, if you want a one-on-one with Lee, go to his Facebook page and there it is, and book that. And if you guys want a one-on-one with me or join the class or whatever, please contact me as well. Okay, Lee, can you hold on for a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Guys, as always, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate one another. And when we educate one another, we grow. There is unity in community. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for watching. And thank you for this great night. And thanks for being on here on Saturday. I kind of miss Saturdays, but I do like the Friday nights too. So, all right, guys, have a beautiful night. From my heart to yours. Thanks, everyone. Take care.